Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm starting out with a bare face because I'm going to be doing my brow routine for you guys. I always start with my brows already done when I do my tutorial, so I figured if you guys want to know how I do them, this is how you'll learn. So I'm just doing a quick brow routine for you guys. So first I start off by just cleaning up my brows, tweezing any excess hairs, and then I take my Sephora dual-ended brush and just comb up my brow hairs so I can clearly see where they start on the bottom. And don't mind my brows, they look a little bit bad, but that's because I'm growing them in because I overplucked them a little bit. So that's why they look terrible. But I start off by using my ABH Brow Pomade, and I'm in the shade Ash Brown, I'm pretty sure. And I take the angled brush side of the dual-ended brush, and I start right in the center of my brow, and I just start by outlining the bottom of my brow just to give it a shape and define it because it doesn't really have a nice natural shape. And after I create that line, I just use any excess product to create the line in the front. I like using a lot less product in the front than in the middle and the back because I like it to look more natural and feathered in the front. And then I take the rest of the excess product and just comb that through the rest of my brow hairs using short hair-like strokes just to make sure that everything's super blended and there aren't any harsh lines because brow pomade can be pretty pigmented and hard to work with if you use too much product. And then I just comb the product through using the spoolie, and I comb my brow hairs back into place where they fall naturally so that I can do the top line. And I outline the top of my brow a little bit bigger than where my natural brow hairs grow in, just because, like I said, they are growing in, so there will be hairs there eventually. And I like to give them a little bit more shape and define them. So after I make the line, I just fill in the space, and I kind of move my brush back and forth a little bit just to make sure all the product gets in between each and every hair so it looks a little bit more blended and natural. And I just keep combing out the product to make sure that it's all blended in, as I keep mentioning. And after that, I take whatever I have left on the brush after that, and the remains of it go into the front of my brow. I don't like dipping my brush back in just because I don't like there to be too much product in the front. I just take whatever's left after that step and I kind of brush it through my hairs in the front, little back and forth motions just like in the back, and I kind of comb upward just to make my hairs look a bit more natural and feathered out in the front so it's not as harsh, and I don't like filling them in as much in the front. So yeah, that's pretty much it for filling them in. And then I just comb through the brow one last time to make sure it's all blended through. And then for concealer to clean them up, I use the NARS Creamy Concealer. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, unless that's the liquid one, but I just use that, and I use this Morphe brush. It's just like a flat brush, and it works really well to clean up the brows. I just apply the concealer, and then I go through and define it perfectly by creating a line underneath. And I just do that until it's perfectly clean on the bottom. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I mentioned, it's a Morphe 413 or 415 brush. I'll put the exact name of the brush in the description. But after I create that line to make sure it's clean in the bottom, I just bring the rest of the concealer down to my eyelid because I can use that concealer to prime my lids for my shadow. And then I go on to the top of the brow, I just apply the concealer again, and then I make a line around the brow to completely clean it up and define it. And I just am very careful with this part because it's a little scary. And then with the excess product, I just clean up the front a little in little upward motions and just make sure that it's all blended out. All of my makeup goes on top of this after, so you won't be able to see any of these harsh lines after. It just primes my lid as well, and then acts as a little bit of a base for the rest of my makeup. So yeah, that's why I like doing my brows first, just to get them out of the way and make sure they're perfectly clean and sculpted. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my brow routine, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see any of my future videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. It'll be a nice reference video for any of you guys to see after I do more tutorials in the future because I always start with my brows done. So this is just a little inside look onto how I do them. The last step is to just set them in place with brow gel. I use ABH Clear Brow Gel, and I just comb that through, comb up the hairs in the front a little bit to make them look more feathered out. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, like I already said, and make sure to stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.